everyone, we're going to simplify polynomials by dividing. We're going to use long division like you would do here. And we're going to take our divisor, which is the first one is 3x plus 1. And we're dividing our dividend, which is 6x squared minus x minus 7. So what we're going to do is ask ourselves, what times 3x gives me 6x squared? And that's going to be 2x. So if we take 2x times 3x plus 1, we get 6x squared plus 2x. So basically what we're doing is we're just considering this first piece here. And we're going to go ahead and write our 2x right here on top of the x to keep our terms the same. So I'm going to go ahead and write my 6x squared plus 2x here. And just like you would do from grade school, you're going to subtract. And our goal was to subtract these terms, which we did. Now we have negative x minus a positive 2x. So that's going to give you negative 3x. Then you bring down the negative 7. Okay, now we're asking what times 3x gives me negative 3x. That's going to be negative 1. So you're taking negative 1 times 3x plus 1, which gives you negative 3x minus 1. Don't forget to distribute the negative. And then you subtract. When you subtract, you get negative 3x minus a negative 3x, which means plus 3x. That gives you the 0. That zeroes out. Then we have negative 7 minus a negative 1. So that's going to be plus 1, which equals negative 6. That means your remainder is negative 6. And all this means is that when you take your divisor, 3x plus 1, multiply it by your quotient, which is 2x minus 1, add your divisor. In our case, we're going to subtract our remainder. That should give you your dividend, which is 6x squared minus x minus 7. So just like this one, if I take 5 times 5 plus your remainder, you can do this if you want, you should get 27. All right, so this is your answer there. We're going to do the same thing for the next one. It's a little different. Our divisor is x plus 3. And then we're going to write our 2x cubed. Now notice we don't have an x squared. So I'm going to put a placeholder for our x squared by saying 0x squared. Then you go 4x minus 6. Now we ask ourselves, what times x gives me 2x cubed? And that's going to be 2x squared. So you take that 2x squared times your x plus 3. And that gives you 2x cubed plus 6x squared. And that's what you write here. And then you subtract. That gets rid of that, which is our goal. Now you see why we had to have a placeholder. Because you couldn't, if you just wrote 4x, you couldn't subtract these two because they're not like terms. So when you subtract, you're going to get negative 6x squared. 0 minus a positive, so that's going to be negative. Bring down your 4x, then you repeat the process. What times x, and we're trying to get rid of this first term, gives me negative 6x squared. That's going to be negative 6x. So you multiply negative 6x times x plus 3. And you distribute, and you're going to get negative 6x squared minus 18x. Then you subtract. All right, when you subtract these, zero out, and then you have minus and negative. So when you do minus and negative, that's going to be positive. So you can get 22x. bring down the negative 6. Now, what times x gives me 22x? And that's going to be positive 22. So 22 times x plus 3 gives me 22x plus 66. So write 22x plus 66 and subtract. When you subtract, you're going to get negative 72 as your remainder. So your remainder is negative 72 equals, I'll just put it there. So this is your remainder here. So basically what this is saying is that you take your divisor x plus 3 times your quotient, which is 2x squared minus 6x plus 22, and then subtract or add. We're going to subtract our 72. That's going to give you your dividend of 2x cubed plus 4x minus 6. And this would be your final answer here. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.